Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the MTLS-1G14. It's a Tier 3 American premium light tank, and it's located on North Spawn of Himmelsdorf under the command of General Disturbance. Yes, it's a replay video which I've done to help Damon Owen, one of our members, understand exactly what the MTLS is about. He doesn't have one, but he would like to know a bit more about it. Well, it's got two cannons, 37mm, and this tank was designed for the Dutch for use in the West Indies, or Dutch East Indies rather. They were going to build 125 of them. They actually manufactured, they only actually ordered 20, the Dutch, but they manufactured 125, but it never saw service, so it only saw service in the American military. Well, you can see I've taken them up to the hill, but sadly no one has come with me. Now the two guns, two cannons, as I said, 37mm. I've got 0.5 seconds between each shot, but there's quite a long reload. Now you just noticed there I flicked to APCR. With standard ammo I've got alpha damage of 40, penetration of 68. With the APCR, it goes up to 92, and that's enough to go through most of the tanks at this tier. This is a tier 3 game. Now, I'm not seeing any enemy tanks come over the hill. I'm just seeing aircraft fly overhead. Wish I could shoot those down, but I can't. We did mention that to Wargaming. Said, can we shoot the aircraft down? They said you could try. Anyway, nothing happening, and I can see the enemy are on the banana. And that's a bit of a problem because they seem to have occupied most of the banana. We just lost one of our defenders there, and they're pushing up, and I don't see any enemy up here at all, and I'm beginning to get worried because I'm thinking, well, the enemy are 3 tanks ahead on us. 2-5 the score. Oh, it's got back to 3-5 now, so we clawed one back, but it's looking very bad. They've got all the way up the banana now, and a Panzer 2G is making its way further up. And I'm thinking, well, maybe it's best not for me to be here. Maybe I ought to go down and help on the banana. And that's a good decision because we're back to 3-6 now. We're 3 tanks down, 4 tanks down. So I'm going to try and shoot from this corner, take out some of the enemy. And I see the Panzer 2G, put 2 rounds into him. Okay, he goes around the corner. You can see the long reload, 4.5 seconds. I put 2 rounds into an Su-76 and take him out the game. So there's my first kill. Right, the 2G, he's still there. The gun is accurate enough that you can put shells into targets at range. Look at this. Put one right into the top of his turret. It carved straight through, but he manages to put a round into me. Now he's using the 20mm gun, not the 30cm gun. If he was, he would have damaged me badly. Yep, he's firing 20mm ammo. Okay, so I'm moving up, try and get shots on him. Can I get him again? Oh, no, that didn't work. 4.5 seconds is quite a long time to wait between shots. If I'd gone up on the hill alone, I would have been taken out very quickly. But there you go, the 2G's down. That's my second kill. And there's a Panzer 4 there. A Cruiser 4 rather, I should say. I tried 2 shots at his cupola, it doesn't work. Try again. And that time I got him. And he pulls out, and I pull back behind cover and put another couple of rounds into him. He blasts his 4 rounds out, and then he dives back into cover. So I'm going to move after him because I know I can shoot him and kill him with 1 round. Yep, he's out, but I've been ammo racked. So I put my ammo back in. And now I've only got 38 rounds of APCR left. I lock onto the Cruiser 2, put 2 rounds into him. You see it goes straight through him, reloading, and yep, that's him. He's out the game. M2 medium down the other end of the street, and he puts one into me for 111. That's the biggest hit yet. The M2's got that nasty HE gun, but he actually fired a heat round at me to get through. So I'm headed down towards the enemy cap, but I think the M2 medium will be doing that as well. So I'm going to pop around the corner here. It's got a terrible turning circle, the MTLS. And instead I'm going to fox him. I'm going to go around these houses and try and come back on his original position that I saw. And again, this terrible turning circle. It really doesn't want to turn. It turns like a pig, this thing. Awful turning circle. Okay, is he around the corner? No, I can't see him. Okay, well, I'm going to move up. It's Panzer 1C the other side. Now, is he's in the railway yard? Can I spot him? No, I can't. Okay, so I'm safe from him. I've now got to poke around the corner. Still no sign. There's 4 enemy tanks left. We've got the advantage now. We've clawed it back with my 4 kills. Okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try and get round behind the guys on the railway yard. Oh, there's the M2. And 1 shot takes him out of the game. That's useful. That's my 5th kill. So I only need 1 more to get the top gun. And I'm going to go round the back. Even though it meant going through the cap, I'm not going to stick in the cap. The gross tractor's going to the cap. Okay, he can sit in the cap, and that guarantees the victory. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find the enemy in the railway yard. But we lost that Panzer 1C. He was taken out. But there's a Panzer 3E over on the other side, and it looks like he's moving up. So I'm coming back where I was. I'm going to try and shoot at him from across the yard. Oh, and there's a T-46 around the corner. Okay, so can I get rounds on this Panzer? Oh, I missed with 1 shot. Pull back to take another shot, but he goes into cover, so I'm going to have to go for the T-46 instead. He's near full health, 79%. I put 2 rounds into him. Come up around, he's very bad at turning his turret, and I put another couple of rounds in. There's 1 more, it's a 1 shot. And that's a kill shot, and that wins the game because they killed the Panzer 3E, and that's my top gun. And I end on 6 hit points. That's all I had left at the end, 6 hit points. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker. Actually, it's my first ace tanker in the MTLS. I think nobody's played this tank in a while, so obviously the standard's gone down a bit for me to get an ace tanker off a Top Gun. But I also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of my own vehicle, a sharpshooter for gaining 10 or more consecutive shots in a row, hits, a master gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating hits in a row, and that's actually thanks to the APCR. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks that did damage to him to me during the battle, and that would actually count as both the M2 and the Panzer 2G. And I also got a Hand of God because I survived the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. And lastly, I got the Top Gun for getting 6 kills, and there you can see them, 6 kills and a win rate of 6-2-3-4. So that was quite a good battle. Yeah, it's the Batman tank. It's the Batman tank because of the silhouettes of the machine guns on top of the turret. And if we look at the team scores, we can see why. Look at this. 814 hit points of damage I did during the battle. Next highest score was the M2 medium on the enemy team that I took out. He did 765. And then the M2 medium on our own team was 740. When it came to kills, again, I got top of the table with 6. The M2 medium managed to get 5, and the M2 medium on the enemy team managed to get 4. And when it came to base XP, again, I got 992, enough for an ace tanker. Then we've got the M2 medium with 747, and then we've got the M2 medium on the enemy team with 416, obviously reflecting the amount of work he did during that battle. So shout out to him for actually standing up as much as he did, and he did go back to defend his cap, but I fooled him into going around the corner thinking I was going to go into the cap and he would then get a quick kill. No, I wasn't going to go in there. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, you can see I fired 36 rounds of ammunition. I got 23 direct hits, 22 penetration. APCR is really good at going through the enemy. I did damage of 814 hit points, all of it at close range. I received 20 hits from the enemy, 5 penetrations, 15 non-penetrations. So that shows that the MTLS actually does have quite a tough little hull. In fact, a lot of the shots that hit me either tracked me or they just couldn't get through the hull. In fact, they were fired from the Panzer 2G with the 20mm gun. If he'd had the 30mm gun, those shells would have gone straight through me, no problem whatsoever, and he would have killed me very quickly. I blocked damage of 188 hit points, mostly that 20mm ammunition. I spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 7 in the enemy, killed 6 of them, and did damage assistance of 81 hit points. On a premium account, I earned 23,898 credits from that battle, and I got a mission completion reward of 3,585. So, after repair and ammunition resupply, and that's the big kicker, because I did use APCR throughout. You saw that I switched to APCR right from the start because I thought, well, not right from the start, while I was waiting on the hill, because I thought if I was going to defend the hill on my own, I needed to make sure my shots did count, and they did. But I actually meant that I ended up the battle with a deficit of 1,979 credits, but it was well worth it to get that result. I earned 1,488 XP, times 2 for the first victory, mission completion 223, premium vehicle contribution of 893, meaning I took away 4,092 experience points from that battle. But it really is quite a fun little tank. It's a pity that they didn't give it to NA region. It was actually originally going to be in a boxed package that Wargaming were putting together with other tanks like the BTSV and other premium vehicles, but it was never actually distributed. So Wargaming had it on their books for some time, and it just sat there doing nothing. And when they came for the 1.0 update, the HD update on the HD maps, they decided to put it in as a reward tank. So you had to grind through a series of missions in order to get your reward tank by playing collecting various stamps for taking part in the reward process. And if you collected enough stamps, you got your MTLS. Now, originally, when they put the MTLS into the game, they put it in with quite good stats. But unfortunately, they had to change those stats after a while because they realized that they weren't quite right for the tank. And I think they were giving people an unfair advantage. They've actually changed the reload time and changed the I think the penetrations as well of the shells, but it's still a fun little tank. It's just a shame that it's really terrible to turn around corners. It's a bit of a pig, you might say. So unless you, the best thing you can do is build up speed and skid round the corners as fast as you can doing handbrake turns. I didn't do that in this battle. I was actually more anxious to ensure that I stayed upright and got at the enemy. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.